Hi, second graders. Day 2 of writing. We are going to be talking today. The prompt is about what does leadership mean to you and how have you worked hard to become a second grade leader. So similar to the last prompt, there are some sentence starters to get you going on the Google Doc. They are, I am a good leader because ... or being a leader means, or an example of when I was a leader is, so you can use those to help get you started. You can reflect on times when you feel like when you had to step up and be a second grade leader. This year was filled with a lot of those for you all. You've had from day one, you have been second grade leaders, and it's tough in the beginning to rise to that, and you all did such an amazing job. So you can reflect on how it was to transition into being a second grade leader, or an area of school that you feel like you've been especially a good leader, or what does being a good leader even mean? Does it mean being bossy, or does it mean something else? What else could it mean to you? If you feel good and like you're ready to go, you can stop the video here and go ahead and get started. If you feel like you want a little bit more examples and guidance, we will be reading from last year's second graders again. Okay, so here's Ollie. He said, he wanted to reflect on how becoming a second grade leader doesn't just happen overnight, but it takes some getting used to. So he said, the days felt long at the beginning of the year. I've been a good example for the K's and ones. I've also been inclusive. I've helped kids find things. I've worked hard at homework. What I love about his speech, his writing for this section, is that he was really honest about how it was a difficult transition to become a second grade leader. I also like how he used the word inclusive. That's such a good, big, juicy word. And he gave some specific examples. Like he said that he was inclusive and that he helped the K's and the other students find things in the classroom, and that he worked hard at homework. So all of those things were specific examples that help him explain how he has been a good leader. So that's something you might want to do, is think about what is something specific that you've done. Maybe you played with someone new at lunch, or you held the door open for people, or you helped kindergartners find things in the beginning of the year. Okay, here is Van's from last year. You might remember Van from our class. He wrote, leadership means I am a good example. Being a leader is hard work because I have to look out for others. Being a second grade leader means we have more responsibility. Being a leader makes me feel proud. I love how he looked at how it made him feel to be a leader. And he used a good word, proud. I also like how he talked about what it means to be a leader and how it means that you have more responsibility. There's a lot of fun things about being a second grader in our class. There's also, it's a big responsibility and a big ask, and you all did such a great job at it. So it's okay to acknowledge that. Here is Cecile's. This one, she kind of put a joke in there. She said, when I was in kindergarten, I thought that being a second grader meant bossing people around. But now I know that it means being responsible and showing people that things aren't always perfect. And being a leader and showing people how things work. Sometimes it is hard because I am the youngest in my family, so I have to act big and bold. I really like how, again, she acknowledged that it was hard sometimes, and she wrote about some good examples of how you can be a good leader. So hopefully these help inspire you to get started. Your work shouldn't look exactly the same as theirs, but it could give you some ideas. Okay, can't wait to see what you come up with. Have fun.